Alright, here's a quick review between the MAXXT brushless orbital sander and the SPTA orbital sander over here. This one has a 5mm stroke and this one has 2.5. So first thing, the sanding pads, they're pretty similar, as you can see. This one's a little bit softer rubber compared to this one. And then the way they attach is different too. So the SPTA has this thread built in, so that works with the MAXXT sanding interface pads. Comes with this little wrench which just holds on to this part. You can slide it underneath it and then screw the pad on. It's a little hard to do with the camera. This one is more of the, or is similar to the Festool sanders. So it has these two flat notches here, and then two of them here with a hex bolt that fits onto them and then tightens down. I think this is a lot easier compared to the SPTA sander and the MAXXT system. One thing to note, this is the exact diameter here is the same as the Festool and the notches, but because of this plastic piece here, the original Festool sanding interface pads don't seem to fit because this plastic goes up a little bit too much there, and this one is lifted up. So if you got a third-party Festool one, it might work, but that is one pro for the SPTA sander. It works with the MAXXT system. So the cord on both of them are pretty different. This one appears to be maybe like silicone. It feels a lot higher end compared to the SPTA. This one feels like maybe like vinyl, and then the strain relief feels better on the MAXXT as well. The vacuum hose on the MAXXT rotates, and it also accepts the Festool hose, which is pretty nice. If you fit it in, it's pretty secure. On the other sander, it falls out. Both of them do include these really terrible and very similar hose adapter things. This one is for the SPTA, and then this one is for the MAXXT. One major problem with both of them is they make a really terrible noise when you hook them up to the vacuum, which I can show you. So it makes that like whistling noise. As you can hear. And then same thing with the other one too. I won't demonstrate. These Festool vacuums are quite strong, so maybe at a lower speed they wouldn't make the noise, but in either case the MAXXT doesn't matter because it can attach directly, and then this does work with the Festool, but it's really not worth it because of the noise it makes. And then as far as the operation of both of them, the SPTA sander is 3-prong. and then the MAXXT is 2-prong. Both of them require you to turn them on, and I think they both start at the lowest setting. This one has just a display to show the sanding power, and then this one has the bar. I like this one better, but that's just personal preference. This one is variable speed, so you can go pretty low or put the pads on it. And then this one is just on or off. I'm gonna add the pads real quick. Right, the pads are on. So here's the MAXXT. You can see it's a little tricky to, because the range where it turns on and is variable speed is pretty low. But it is nice to have. On this one, it's just on or off, so at a certain point, oh, gotta turn it on. At a certain point, and you can see it kind of like gradually starts up. That happens no matter what. And then so far my biggest complaint with this sander is the fact that this pad spins so quickly. From other videos of other Merca sanders, I feel like it does a similar thing. But for me it's really annoying when you first touch it to the piece, because it takes, I don't know, I'm just used to the school system where it starts a little bit slower. Other things to note, the plastic on this guy feels a lot cheaper to me. I'm not exactly sure why that is. They both have overmolding rubber here. This one is more textured, which I think is nice. Just so you can see all of it. And then as far as accessories, the MAXXT has some mesh sandpaper that's included, and then a wrench. This isn't it, but it looks just like it, a little bit shorter. The SPTA has a few things of just standard sandpaper, and then it also includes these foam pads if you're using it for automotive polishing. But yeah, that's it.
And we'll just give me a moment. And let's see, yeah, up on the highest setting here, and a lot more power, but it's still really quiet, very pleasant as far as a power tool goes, noise-wise. So probably wouldn't have to wear any ear protection or anything with this. And then the sanding discs, just slap them on. It, you know, it's like a Velcro thing. They just stick on there. Change them out, I guess, when they're worn out. And so yeah, this MAXXT R7303 Orbital sander. I like it, and just very easy to change the power settings. I believe it's 5 settings, if I counted correctly. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but there's one little separate green diode or dot for each power setting. And but again, on the highest, probably about as loud as a vacuum cleaner. Maybe not quite. Don't have anything to actually measure the sound, but anyway, I think this would get the job done. Comes with a good set of starter discs too. There you go.
Diamo un'occhiata veloce a questa smerigliatrice roto-orbitale perché merita veramente la pena. Una volta collegata alla corrente si accende con questo pulsante e con questi potete regolare la velocità. Poi per farlo andare, fantastico, guardate, basta premere qua e comincia il movimento sia orbitale che rotativo. Però voi vi appoggiate sul tavolo, spingete e comincia ad andare. Funziona con questi dischetti a strappo, che sono, non so se si vede, sono trasparenti, quindi la polvere passa attraverso tutta la superficie. Regolate la velocità e la fate andare più leggera o più veloce, solo premendo questo qua, il tubo.